So I'm in El Paso at the moment. I'm visiting my brother. I haven't seen him for 6 years. He's in the army. And yeah, so when I first came here, I was able to play RuneScape fine, and then a little bit after that, I tried to go on RuneScape, and it says my account's been locked. They think I've been hacked. So I'm like, okay, I think it's just some overprotective security thing. Because, okay, I'm normally in Oregon, and then suddenly I'm in Texas, and Jagex on a different computer, and Jagex locks my account. Good, okay, fine, I'm happy with that. So I do a recovery thing, and I notice that my email attached to the account is somehow not there anymore. I'm like, whatever, okay, so I enter in all my information, and then I go take a nap, and then I wake up to a phone call from a RuneScape friend who says someone's on my account, and in Slaystars CC and talking whatever, and he says it's a hacker, and I'm like, well, yeah, fuck. So I check my email where I got a reply about the locked account, and it said my recovery was denied. I'm like, are you serious? My recovery was fucking denied, and the hacker got it accepted for some weird ass reason. He got accepted, and I got denied. So in that position, I'm like, well, what the fuck? So I'm on Twitter. I'm just like I'm talking JMod on Twitter. I logged into my another account, D1 General Jeremiah, and basically started talking to the hacker, joined the chat or whatever. And within 5 minutes of that, I get a disconnect, and then I'm not able to log in on that account because that account was just hacked. And so two of my accounts got hacked, and so I'm doing two recoveries there. Since I'm in El Paso, I was like, okay, maybe it's not good that this is my computer, this isn't my normal thing. Maybe it'd be better if my home computer. If I did the recovery from that. So I messaged Carissa, my ex, my roommate, etc., who I currently live with. I messaged her and told her to do the recovery stuff for me, and I trust her. So she did that, and I was talking to JMod on Twitter, and they locked both accounts, and then said he got another mod on it or something to handle it and give it back to me, whatever. And so they both had almost very similar information entered in. They both had the same email address to send it to, etc. And then for some reason, Jebram got accepted, and Jebram and I got rejected. No idea why one got accepted and the other got rejected when it's almost certainly the same mod doing it one after the other. I don't know why. So I had to do it again. A couple slight modifications. Did an older credit card or whatever, and then it finally got accepted. And so I got my accounts back, and I logged into this account, found that the alias I had just sold a whole bunch of alias. I just sold it a few days ago. I sold it, and I had over 100 mil, and now all that's gone, and they left the remaining alias in there on my account. They didn't think it was any value, and I'm like, oh my god, I should not have sold it. I should have just waited to sell, and then they would have hacked me, and then it wouldn't be on my, they wouldn't have seen very much GP. They would have taken a little bit of GP, 20 something mil, and then that would have been it, and then I could have sold the alias and been fine. So anyway, not fully over yet. I got up today and tried logging into Gemini, and it says the account was locked again. And I was like, okay. So I don't know if the hacker got it into it again, they just locked it, or they just prematurely locked it again for no reason. I don't know. But I did another recovery, and I was like, I'm not going to bother Chris again with that, so I just did it from this computer. And I'm still waiting on the results. I mean, this was hours ago. Maybe they're all sleeping at Jagex, but yeah. So we'll see what happens with this. So that's part one of this video, talking about my hacking. Part 2 is about this Iron Man, which, I mean, I don't like the term Iron Man. Everyone's been calling it Iron Man lately, but for years it's always been DIY, do it yourself, and that's what I like. I mean, I've loved that type of gameplay and skilling and stuff to the point that I actually wanted to do it for my own game. I was gonna make it like, I mean, everything they're doing with this Iron Man mode, and they have an Ultra Iron Man mode coming in '07, where you have no bank, etc. I mean, this is all ideas that I was gonna use for my game. I was gonna go make my game, my skilling like game. It's like everything they're doing would make it like taking all the great stuff from it and just putting it into this game. It's like, well, what the hell? So a little jealous and whatever, but so I don't know. I really wish '07 had come out at least with do-it-yourself this Iron Man mode earlier, like at launch or whatever. Then I would have competed in that for first to max. I mean, if you saw my crafting videos around the time '07 was announced, I was like, this is how skilling should have been. Purely do it yourself. You go in, you grab the seaweed, you go in, and you make the glass and whatever, and you do all that on Entrana. Like, that's do it yourself. That's how skilling should have been. So I'm very much excited about Iron Man. However, I'm disappointed in that I'm not going to be able to compete in it because I'm just way too busy with life. I mean, I'm going somewhere right now, and there's no way I can ever compete right now in either game, '07 or RuneScape 3, whatever, for Iron Man mode. Even though I very much want to, like, I would love to go for like first to 99 crafting or something in RuneScape 3 or '07, or even first to 99 agility. But like, I mean, I've done that. But first to 99 crafting sounds interesting because uh, I'd be able to do the glass with the seaweed on a channel for a while, and then I could go on to Doggish Khan and upgrade to the Doggish Khan light orbs. Maybe camp the what are those things called? Those swamp things. Get swamp. What is it? Swamp weed, and then you cook it. So you fill up half an inventory, and you have half an inventory of buckets, or maybe even like 5 buckets or something, and then a bunch of inventory of the seaweed. You go in, you cook the seaweed, and right to your north, right to north. So all in southern Doggish Khan, between the Agility Corsair and southern Doggish Khan, you can make light orbs there efficiently. I mean, there's a wire there to thieve. I mean, I believe that's the best way to do 99 crafting. You do 1 to whatever minimum level it is, 67 I think for the light up, or 87, yeah, 87 for the light up. So maybe 180, maybe not 1 is 5 or something to 87 on Entrana. I can't think of, I mean, glass seems to me the best way if you're going to rush it. I mean, at least that's how I would have done it. Another alternative would be mining the gems in Shiloh. I mean, you get those gem rocks and you cut them, but I don't know how long that would take to get those requirements. I don't know. Just one sounds more fun than the other anyway. And so I've been thinking, I was thinking casually about this and just kind of disregarded it a few weeks ago, but I've been considering it more as of today. Maybe stopping both my accounts. Sorry. So Jebram here has 2 kind of versions. There's a RuneScape 3 version and the '07 version. The RuneScape 3 version has 90 mil XP. This '07 version has almost 70 mil XP here. So 90 mil, 70 mil, that's 160 mil between the 2 different games on this one account. And I was thinking maybe instead of going, I was about to go to the start getting the requirements. So I'm gonna hit 70 mil here. Then I was gonna go to RuneScape 3 and get the requirements for the elf course because I'm gonna go for the elf course. I'm like, well, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of non-agility skilling in RuneScape 3. And I'm thinking, what if I stop at 100 mil on both of these accounts? Not immediately, but eventually. I mean, I don't know why I keep saying both of these accounts. One account, both of these games, RuneScape 3 and '07. Get them both to 100 mil. That'll be 200 mil total, kind of half on '07, half on RuneScape 3. And I'll have 200 mil XP to go until 1 bill. What if I do that 200 mil XP in Iron Man mode in RuneScape 3? and that's the big idea. I mean, I could have I can have the opportunity to train the requirements for the elf course, the elf city, like 10 skills to level 75 or something. Have that opportunity to do it in Iron Man mode, so that'd give me the time to actually enjoy do-it-yourself skilling. While at the same time, I get to do the elf course, and I get a little bit faster because I really kill myself with what is it? Doing all this 07 stuff at maxing and all of this, which drastically extended the amount of time my agility goal would have been had I just stuck with RuneScape 3. I mean, I would have been done right now. So, I don't know, and then there's a lot of great updates with this Iron Man mode that are making me happy and my friends happy and everything. It'll be nice to join them. So, I mean, Treasure Hunter is gone. You got no Treasure Hunter, that means no Silverhawk boots. Gone. You've got, I mean, that alone is huge. And there's a lot of other great things that are being banned from Iron Man mode. And I don't know, it just seems really interesting. I would love to compete, but I mean, I just don't have the time for that. But this is just an idea I'm floating around with 100 mil each. So like I'm thinking like I can do 200 mil in ELC, RuneScape 3, whatever on a new account, and then come back to these. See, this is the main issue I have. Throughout my entire one build agility goal, it originally was I only ever have one account that is not 200 mil. Every other account has to be 200 mil. One account is not 200 mil, or 0 XP rather. So it can be either 200 mil, 0 XP, and then one account is not. This has always been to ensure with you guys that I'm not cheating, that even if you're not tracking my XP, you know I'm not cheating, etc., etc. Because it's just very easy for you guys. By cheating, I mean not training two accounts at once to add faster XP to my one build goal. So if I were to do this, it would completely destroy the integrity of that, because then I'd have this account, which I was able to do for 07. I was able to do this for 07, because I can't be on 07 and RuneScape at the same time. That was the only reason I made the exception for this, to have it partial. But I mean, this I can, if I were to do this other account in Iron Man mode, I could theoretically, be training this account at the same time as RuneScape 3 in Iron Man mode, which would completely destroy the entire integrity of my one build agility goal, which was one account at a time. So while I know you guys can probably trust me and whatever, you guys know I would never cheat and multi-log or whatever. Thing is, I don't like having to rely on that. I'd like that you guys can go in and see with definite proof that, hey, you did not ever gain XP, whatever. And now I could stop here at 70 mil. I could spend the next few weeks until Iron Man mode comes out, maybe getting 100 mil in RuneScape 3. I could, someone's messaging me on Steam. I mean, I could do that and then come back to here. I don't know how long Iron Man's was going to be, but I don't know. It's just, I clearly want to get 100 mil on both of these, ELC and 07, by the time Iron Man mode came out, and so there would have to be some kind of partial thing here, and that's kind of what's getting to me. I'm like, I don't want to have 100 mil RuneScape 3, 70 mil this, and then me having to do 100 mil in RuneScape 3 Iron Man mode, and then come back here and do 30 mil more, and then go back to RuneScape 3. I mean, just, I don't know, it just doesn't seem right. It just seems like it's too much uncertainty for you guys, really. It's just, I really take being a legit very, very seriously, and I really take the fact that you guys can know that I never multi-logged for this one build agility goal very, very seriously, and that you don't just have to take my word for it. You can actually see it right there. With the way my goal was set up, that is completely impossible for me to multi-log it. So I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. I don't want to lose that. And I mean, you guys still do have, you guys have tracking sites. You have Rune Tracker, and you do have Crystal Math Labs. That's true, but I mean, I don't know. It's just, well, these are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think about it. Yeah. 15-minute video. There you go. First long video in a while. Enjoy.